Hey everyone, Travis here at the very, very end of IEM Katowice 2014 Day 1, coverage presented by Toshiba, joined by Hi. Hi, both of us are completely and utterly exhausted. How are you doing?
I'm super tired, dude. I got up at like 9. It's 11 p.m. now. I've eaten once this entire day. And just so everyone knows, wearing those headsets with those earbuds kind of destroys your ears. Definitely not a fan. If you're used to it, it's not a big deal, but I'm not, and it kind of just killed my ears. So I'm ready to go sleep.
Yeah.
I am happy for the win, but it was a bit weird because there's literally no one in the stadium. So you win, no cheers, no nothing, just, oh.
And, well, I was cheering for you backstage
I appreciate that.
because you guys 2-0'd. And I do want to ask you about this because ever since I'd seen you guys in Katowice, I think starting yesterday, I thought, things must be going really poorly because you guys seemed, from my perspective, to be very quiet. I was just like, you guys seem to be kind of in a funk. Is that actually, was I completely off base there? What was actually happening with you guys leading up to this?
Well, we were just trying to go into it not being too conceited or expecting too much from it. We were going into it just expecting to, honestly, either lose or play our best and still lose. So we went into it without high expectations, and that just kept our basically mind not. What was the word for that?
I don't know. We're both exhausted.
I think people understand. I lost my train of thought again. That's the second time it happened. I feel like that's a part of me being super tired. So.
I have enough energy in me to make the pun about the fact that you said you didn't have any high expectations, because I figure any expectations you'd have would be high. Now, let's talk about that first game. Did you guys expect, so Jat tweeted before, he's like, I feel like if Cloud9 wins, people will be like, wow, World Elite is just not that good. And if Cloud9 loses, then people will be like, wow, NA sucks. What do you think is the actual outcome of that? What have we learned?
Well, I think World Elite is a strong team. I think TPA is a strong team too. But regardless of whatever we win, reverse whatever team, there will always be people that say, oh, they're just not on their game. Oh, whatever, So, for example, if we beat KTP or something, everyone will just be like, KTP is just a B-tier Korean team. We don't know how Cloud9 will match against Korean teams. And if we lose, they'll just say, we suck. So it's a lose-lose situation regardless of what the outcome is.
Yeah. Well, what did you think of World Elite? I know you said that you thought they were pretty solid, but did they, what compared to what you were maybe expecting going against them or whatever, what do you think of them in terms of strength of a team?
I'm not entirely sure. You can't really tell how strong a team is off of one game. You can tell how strong your laner is. My laner was pretty good. I thought he did well. But as far as the overall team, you need at least a couple of games to be able to tell if a team is either bad or good. Well, not bad. If the team is bad, you'll notice they're bad. But it's hard to be able to tell how good they are without a couple games.
Hey, Dexter pointed out that China, I guess, they probably hadn't had a chance to even play on 4.3. How much do you think that might have affected them?
Right, so they were basically practicing on patch 3.15 up until a week before the event. So they're definitely at a disadvantage because we're used to patch 4.3. We played on it for 2-3 weeks now, so we have an advantage on that. So I will agree with people saying the Chinese teams aren't at the strongest now just because of the disadvantage of the patch.
And now we talked about World Elite. Thoughts on TPA and all that? They seem to do pretty well against Gambit, so what can you, any conclusions you can reach off of them doing very well against Gambit but losing to you guys, pretty handedly?
Well, I think Gambit got outpicked pretty hard, so that kind of played into it. I don't remember the mid laner's name. It's really weird, I think, but he basically controlled the entire game against Gambit, and I didn't let him do that, so the game went a lot worse for them that time around.
Hey, I have to say, do you think, I want to ask, because it seems to me that you've improved a lot since Worlds and even IEM Cologne. Do you personally feel that you've improved a lot, maybe more than the rest of your team? Or just in general, you've seen a spurt of growth? My words are, I'm tired.
It's okay. Obviously, the more you play, I think the better you get, and just more experience you get against good players, you just get better and better. So I think I have improved, but so has our team as a whole. I'm not going to say I've improved more than them because that's a very hard thing to gauge. Yeah. So I would just say our play styles have just changed, and there's more room for me to shine now, I guess. But everyone on the team is still super good.
Hey, final question. You guys did some boot camping before this. How much of an effect did that have on your games today?
So I went into the boot camp expecting something different from what happened. So we went there and we had like all these sponsor things that we had to do, which was perfectly fine because Logitech was paying for everything for us. So we had to do, scratch their back basically, which is fine. So we didn't get too much scrim time in, and we didn't necessarily trust the European teams to play versus. So we had limited partners to play against. So our boot camp was basically just to fix our jet lag.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we got from it.
Get accustomed to the crazy, crazy world that is Europe.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, how do you think you guys are going to do tomorrow?
I don't know. I can't think. Yeah. I feel like people are gonna think we're like unexcited and just I don't know. Something's gonna come bad out of this, but I'm tired. I'm sorry.
No, I'm right there with you. Let's sign this out. Thank you so much for the interview, Hi. Really appreciate it. Check out the rest of our coverage of IEM Katowice 2014 and more at ongamers.com.